Hi everyone, I am Sultan and beside me Kevin.
Hey guys.
Today we are going to show you how to configure syslog Windows by using Snare. Before we start, we go to tell you what requirements we should to prepare it before we start. First, we should have two hosts. Second, there will be two softwares that you will need to download. The first software is called Snare Uplog Windows Client. The second software is called Snare Backlog Syslog Server for Windows. Also, both of those software are open source. Now, we are going to introduce syslog and Snare, what are meaning and the main functions for them. Syslog is logging computer events messages and send them to single location. The main function for it, computer system management and security editing. That's mean helps the administrator to manage the network in easy way. But the big challenge for it is volume of data. Snare is one of open source uh, sorry Snare is one of the open source software and have created by company called Intersect Alliance. The main function for Snare is provide real-time collection and filtering and forward them to centralized syslog server. Now let's move to Kevin to start and install the programs.
Okay, so I'm going to start by showing you just where you can find Snare. So if you were to just go to Google, it's very easy. Just type in Snare. First thing will pop up will be Intersect Alliance. And the great thing about Snare is there's so much documentation, which is really useful, and we made a lot of use of it through research for this lab. You can also, this is also where you'd find the download for both backlog and Snare client. So check it out. I'm going to just run through the installation and just show you how it's done. So we'll start off with the backlog server. It's pretty straightforward. It's next, install, and you'll see the backlog. This is where we'll be getting our logs. At the end of this lab, you'll see our logs populating here. But yeah, and I like how easy Snare, I wouldn't say easy, but how user-friendly Snare has made the installation process for their clients. So this is the client. I'm going to be installing the client now on the server machine. So again, next, accept, next. We're going to do reinstall because we have tested this on this machine already. And you want to select yes for event logs, or else you won't get any logs. We originally said no, and we didn't see any events or logs or anything. So make sure you select yes. And over here you can choose to use system account or enter your own credentials. We're gonna use system account, and then over here you want to choose enable web access, which allows you to configure Snare through your local host, or through your web browser rather, and then you can choose if you want to enable a password or not. I'm gonna just say yes because I know John is all about security, so I'm gonna just put in Champlain. And you want to say, we're going to say local access only because this is just a VM lab. What's that, Salt? You want to say something?
Yeah, I'm gonna add something, guys. Here, if you don't check the enable web access, you should change a lot of like configuration and registry.
Okay, thanks, Sultan. And then over here you can see if you were to purchase the enterprise version, you get access to TCP encryption. Um, you can, what else is good? Group policy support, event log caching. So yeah, that's just something to check out if you're interested in purchasing the enterprise. But the open source is pretty good anyway. So next, 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 install. So that's the clients install. And as I said, that was the clients install on the server machine. So now I'm going to go to the clients on the client machine. I'm just going to run through it quickly because it's the same process. Reinstall. Yes, yes. I'm going to say no to password this time. Next, next. Okay, so that's the install complete. I'm going to hand it over to Sultan, and he's going to explain to you how to do the web configuration for Snare clients.
Thank you, Kev. Now we're gonna go to the web page, and we're gonna type the localhost HTTP localhost 616. Here, when we made the search from another documents, we saw a lot of the documents said you should type the 6162. Unfortunately, that's incorrect. We spent a lot of time to fix that, me and Kevin, and the correct typing here is 6161. Okay, now we're gonna show the credential, username and password. The username is Snare and type the password. By default, yeah, by default name, and hit. Okay, now guys, we gonna hit the like the last events, and we show here the last events about the date system, and not we like the events we're gonna show you later. We hit the network configuration. We're gonna type like the IP address 192.168.1.1, and the default 514. And here we're gonna check the UDP, and check the allow the Snare to automatic, and here we choose syslog, here dynamic, and hit change configuration. We're gonna make same this configuration in the client. We're gonna go to internet page, type the HTTP localhost 6161, and hit the network configuration, type 192.168.1.1, and the destination port is 514. So UDP here, allow, and then go to the facility, use the syslog, and about the priority choose dynamic one, change configuration. Okay, now we're gonna make some change in firewall. Go to the firewall, and we're gonna start with the client. We're gonna choose outbound role, a new, and then choose a port. Next, UDP type 514. Next, and allow the connection. Next, and here we're gonna choose the domain and privacy and public. Hit next. Okay, type here Snare 514, and the destination Snare syslog UDP 514, and finish. We move to the server. Do same thing, but be careful about an inbound rule. Okay, and new rules, port. Head next, UDP. Just type here 514 the port, and next. Allow the connection, and next. Here same thing, head next, and type here Snare 514, and in description syslog 514 UDP. Okay, and finish. Now let's move to Kev to complete the lab.
Okay, thank you, Sultan. So the first thing you need to do is restart the backlog service. So restart the service, and you can see that it's populating some logs already. Then I would recommend that you restart the Snare service, even though it's not necessary, but better safe than sorry. You shouldn't have to, but I'm gonna do it anyway. Okay, so you can see in the background here that you can see that the service is restarted. It's logging events already. I'm going to also over here you can see how you want your logs to be viewed. So you can set it to date and system, date and log type, date log type system. I'm just going to leave it on date for now. You can mess around with that if you'd like. So let's log off of our client and see what happens. So here we logged off, and you can see we are getting the logs for that. Let's have a look here. So log off account was logged off, so that was good. Let's log back in. Okay, so we're logging back in. You can see the logs are here. Success. Account was successfully logged in. Let's see if there's anything else here. Okay, so let's create some services from our server. What should we restart, Sultan?
We're gonna DHCP client.
DHCP client?
Yeah.
You want to do something else?
Okay.
How about we just do let's do Active Directory. No, no, I'm just kidding. Okay, let's do DHCP client. So sorry. So here you can see DHCP client is restarting. Oops. So there we go. You can see the DHCP client is working. We're getting the logs for that. I hope you enjoyed this tutorial, and we I'm gonna say goodbye and hand it over to Sultan. Say goodbye.
Okay, just more thing, guys, about the remind you about the main goal for using syslog server. That's because know what's going on in your network. Hopefully you enjoy, guys, and if you have any questions, feel free to ask. Thank you, Kevin.